The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And here we are, folks, the last two teams standing, battling for a national championship. It's been a long regular season. They have survived a punishing playoff run, and here we go. The trophy is in the building. Who's going to walk out of here with a lifelong memory?
Chris, one of the great things now that we're in this 12-team playoff format and in the national championship is we no longer have to debate.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
They lose yards on first down, so second and long from the 16. Play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Falls incomplete. A lot of heat on that throw. It's a rough opening possession. They're now backed up. It's 3rd and a mile. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
Interesting call here by the defense in their dime set with 6 defensive backs. Instead of manning up and applying pressure on the receivers, they sit back. Make it tougher on the quarterback, make him have to read their zone coverage. He gets confused and allows the defensive line to get to the quarterback.
So Alabama's offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. Let's check out the impact players in this game, Kirk. Guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them. And they're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide the leadership. Coaches told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program, and hopefully they play well today.
Important second down play coming up. QB decides to keep it here. Picks up the force, looking for more.
Boy, it's fun to watch this guy run the quarterback option. This time he keeps it, big positive yards, and a first down. The defense has got to figure out a way to slow this guy down.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Getting set. Here's second down. And he'll set up to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Touchdown! Bama! They strike first in this national title bout.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the offense looking to start the drive. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Dumps it down his back. Caught. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
He'll hand it off. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
1st and 10 play coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. Got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. Brought down quickly, but a big gain through the air. Ball moves to the 45.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. He's looking to throw. Running back has it on a screen now. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Pass complete on a crossing route. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. On the move now. It's a fumble. The offense able to fall on the football. Lucky to maintain possession there. So here we go. Third and goal. Giving up that sack has made this a real headache for the offense. Let's see if they can convert. Looking to throw on third and goal. Launching one to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And that's a solid return after the interception.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
And the drive will begin backed up at their own 10-yard line. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle. Second down after that run on the previous play. Wants to throw it. The receiver makes the catch. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. So both teams settling in this battle for the national championship through one quarter. Let's check out the game summary. All right, let's get back to the action. Getting closer to finding out who will be celebrating here tonight. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Incompletion sets up a second down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Here's the target, and it's complete.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. There's the handoff. Quick spin on the run. Refuses to go down. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Second down play coming up. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. Third down and short in this championship game on the 9th play of the drive. Out of the gun now on third down. And it's caught. It's good for first down yardage, set up at the 26 now.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Looking to throw yet again. Catch made on the right side. Putting toward the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. A great catch and run for 6. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kirk.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
Now the important point after attempt. With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And the offense trots back out on the field again. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Now here's the toss play. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can.
Who's in the clear? They make the tackle, but that's a great pickup on the ground.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
And he's brought down after a short gain, does not make the first down yardage.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Looking for his big tight end. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They finally make the tackle, but solid gain sets him up first down at the 33. About time this offense gets going, it's a 1st and 10. The back's got it. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Now it's 2nd down here. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
So let's see what the play caller likes here on 3rd and short from the +27. Throws to the tight end. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. They've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
Yeah, I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Breaking free at midfield. Breaks into the clear. Finally brought down, but that play moves the ball all the way down to the 21.
You just don't see very many inside runs open up like that. Usually those are your bread and butter plays where you're looking to get 4 to 6 yards. But hey, it doesn't hurt when you can bust out a big one through the A-gap.
The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Touchdown, tied. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Oh, man, these guys will not be stopped. Talk about putting up points before halftime and then really putting some distance on the scoreboard. This defense is officially reeling.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. On first down, it's play action. The pass rush gets home. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, thanks. What else might we expect in a game of this magnitude? Everything on the line, the eyes of the sports world on this battle with the coveted gold trophy at stake. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk in the booth. Fellas, hard to believe we're only one half away from crowning a national champion.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. An effective running game is why they were on top. Let's see if the defense can find a way to stop that. Breaks an open space. Running with purpose. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Catch made in space. Look out. Here he goes. Touchdown, Alabama. They continue to roll up the score. This is just quarterback wizardry. An amazing game with a national championship on the line tonight.
This might be as good of a quarterback performance as I've seen in a national championship in some time. The defense has got to try to do something to get him out of sync by trying to blitz or sit back and change up coverage, because what they've called up to this point just isn't working.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. And the offense makes its way onto the field, hoping for a successful drive. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Incomplete, very lucky to avoid an interception there.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Looking to scramble. Going to try to use his legs here. Gets past the 35. And he will head out of bounds after a huge pickup on the ground.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. And it's caught wide open with room to run. Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 21.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Still searching for their first touchdown of the game, but on the move now. It's 1st and 10. Catch made on the out route. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal yardage to the 9. The defense backed up against their own end zone. And he drops back in the gun. Grab down the middle. It's Davis. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
And they'll set up for the PAT. You make the extra point, you trail now 28-10. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Look out, room to run here. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Another positive gain by this back. I'll tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
Crucial 3rd down play right here. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40. A new set of downs after that completion. Now they're running on the toss. Gets into space at the 50. They make the tackle, but not before he reaches the 37.
The old toss play, man. This is a play that used to be so popular in college football when teams ran out of the I formation. Nowadays, you can pretty much run the toss out of almost any formation. But the key is still sealing the edge, whether it's your tight end or your offensive tackle. Got to seal the edge to be able to allow your back to get to the corner.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's third down.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. He's looking to scramble. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Knocks that one right down the middle. And they add to their lead.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And looking for a big play here. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Chris, I love this throw downfield. He takes a shot. I thought he had a big completion, but instead the defender makes one heck of a play to be able to knock that ball away for the incompletion.
He's back to throw again on second down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers, but he stopped short of the first down. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But
down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. And it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the second sack in this game.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They're set up at their 40. Off the play fake on first down. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
That sack sets up a second down and very long. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. It's an out route, the catch made. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Comes up with the catch. Ball carrier brought down what is the final play of this third quarter. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. So 3 quarters complete in this battle to crown a national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the game summary so far. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. The punt team making their way on the field. He's on to boot it away now. And he boots it out of bounds. Not very long. That punch sails out of bounds. There'll be no return this time. Offense back out there trying to get something going. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He cannot escape. It's a sack. Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of this front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
He's going to take off here. They'll avoid the sack, but it's brought down after a short gain.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. I'd rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. It's a risky pass. He gets away with it. Almost the 2nd interception for this defense today.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
And the punt team makes its way onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. See if he can make something happen with the return. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
1st down here for this offense. And now the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Call the draw play here. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, it seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. He made good on his first attempt, but this one is from 47 yards away. He knocks it through with confidence. And that will extend their lead even further.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. Offense makes its way on the field to get the drive started. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Using his legs on the scramble. It's a solid gain, moves the ball out to the 28.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is, picking up the 1st down.
Pass complete on the crosser. Really solid 1st down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Fights through the tackler. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. And then first down, right back to the running game. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. Play action fake, looking to throw. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Man, I love a corner who has zero fear and just puts his face in the fan when making a tackle. Touch passes like this are a real test for any defense to show what kind of discipline they have. And this corner identifies the play and then makes a nice play to get that tackle for a loss.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
And that'll do it. We have a national champion. Well, they fall a little bit short at the final hurdle. It's small consolation, but they really had an excellent season. A lot to be proud of. Just couldn't get the job done here today.
Chris, that's really well said. And while I know we're going to have plenty of time over the next few weeks and months to focus on the champs, it's not easy to get to this point. While I know it's tough in that other locker room right now, I have a feeling they're going to be back. For now, however, let's enjoy the celebration of the national champs.
And that's going to do it as we crown another national champion and punctuate a wild, exciting season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Alabama Crimson Tide.